Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. I'm using my new tripod, so let's get going with this one. Torchwood Sigil, number 74 in the monthly range. Now, I just needed to share with you how really, truly pleased I was that Bilis Manger had one more story. The actor who played Bilis since Torchwood was just so damn sinister. And I thought that the last time we'd ever come across him would be in the Torchwood Among Us storyline, where he was wandering around the hub, being all mysterious and a tiny bit scary. Nobody knew what number 74 in the monthly release was going to be. There was some people online going, oh, is it the 50th? Is it number 50 finally being released? No. That is officially the lost Torchwood story. We can discuss that one another time, because today I want to talk about Sigil. You know those portmanteau stories, the Amicus ones, where you've got somebody working in a shop and they're a bit sinister? Well, it feels like that. This is the most Peter Cushing-y that, well, Murray Melvin ever appears. Let's just read the synopsis. Sam has been haunted for years by the Sigil. She's drawn the pattern since she was a child. She has a tattoo of it. She sells prints of it. Then one day, she sees a statue of it in the window of Bilis Manger's shop. It turns out the Sigil is very old indeed. Why has it been haunting her? Why is it on the Celtic statue of a bird? Where did it come from? Has a terrible entity been released from an ancient slumber? So like I said, it's got that whole feel of the Amicus shop, something sinister going along. Do you deserve to survive the story? Obviously, it's set very much now, and the clock shop, let's face it, Bilis is always going to have a clock shop of some sort, is lovely. One of the things that is great in this story is you get to hear Bilis driving a car, and apparently you get to find out what it is, except it's only by default. There are 3 of them in the country, and it goes exceptionally fast because he likes incredibly intricate machinery, well-crafted engineering, that kind of thing. It's so nice. So, what we've got is the shop, the mysterious statue with the sigil, which is tattooed on her arm, and we've got a very small cast. And let's face it, it's 3 people. And that's what Torchwood on audio does so well. It creates atmosphere, characterization. Now, there are a couple of moments that didn't quite ring true, because if you've got a character saying one thing when other characters aren't present, then, well, let's talk about the nature of truth. No, because then we're dealing with motivations. And is Bilis always going to be out for himself, or is he going to be a jovial shopkeeper? We know the answer to this. And of course, given the ending and the fact that there'll be no more Bilis Manger stories, it makes it more poignant, more telling, more open to interpretation, because you can figure out what's going to happen next, which is very nice. I truly loved this story. It was atmospheric, it kept you going, it really spoke to you. And it was very nice to have one more Bilis on what would have been his 91st birthday. I'll play the trailer and let you decide for yourself, because as far as I'm concerned, you kind of need this one. And at the moment, Big Finish have the first 15 minutes on their podcast, so you can hear it for yourself for free. There's also a Bilis promotion going on, so there's really no real reason for you not to have this. Here's the trailer and decide for yourself. I wish you'd already heard it, because then we could have even more of a chat. But you know what? We can't have everything. Until next time, be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions, Torchwood, Sigil.
That statue of a bird in the window.
Not really my line of business, but rather striking.
It's the pattern carved onto it.
Oh yes, the sigil. Magnificent. What a piece of work. Buried for, do you like like to be precise, but I'd say it's been buried for 3,000 years.
But wait, it's been buried? Are you sure?
I am an expert in time.
Well, it's just... Are there others like it?
Oh, I've never seen anything like it. The sigil is unique. It's certainly never been in a museum. This was dug up, then buried again in a bank vault, until it found its way to my window. Why? Are you all right?
Oh, the pattern. I've been drawing it. That pattern, that actual pattern all my life. Since I was a child.
Yes. Impossible.
When we found it, or rather, it found us, it has been waiting for so long for release. We have the statue. This figure watches now, every day. We call, and it does not answer.
Something's coming! Oh! Birds! Oh, stop! Oh my God, stop!
I can't see. I just can't.
Big Finish. For the love of stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Everything discussed is the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. For early access to reviews, follow the show on YouTube or Twitter @Tin Dog Podcast. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.